Welcome to Ogbeh'sCake. My name is Ogbe, and this is Ogbeh'sCake. On this channel, I teach you everything you need to know about acting. If you're already an actor, stay with me. You will be a better actor after watching my previous videos and my upcoming videos. But if you're scared of acting, you've never acted before, this is the channel to be. Right here, I'm going to put you through the journey of becoming that actor that you've been yearning to be. So before I tell you about the topic for today, please, if you've not subscribed, click on that subscription button. Subscribe to this channel because I have a lot in stock for you. I have other previous videos. You can go back to watch my previous videos. But today, welcome. I'm honored, I'm delighted that you all are here with me today. A lot of people are in acting business, but somewhere along the line, it's either people are not comfortable with their acting styles or they are not comfortable with their own acting style. Some persons act and people tell them that they overact. Some other persons act, somewhere along the line, they're not showing their emotions enough. They're not acting the role. The director actually demands a little extra action, a little extra emotion from them. Such people underact. So the topic for today is overacting and underacting. Both are extremes. As much as you love acting business, as much as you want to go into acting, as much as you're already into acting, try not to underact. And at the same time, try not to overact. What that means is that you must be in the middle. You must be believable. You must act and make it real. Don't overact. So let me explain overacting to you. In simple terms, overacting is when one is over-exaggerating all the actions and all the emotions. For example, there is a sin, a mourning scene, and it's expected that the direct relative of the deceased character will be the one that will cry. If director wants them to wail, they will be the one that will wail. But again, in the scene, you find a friend to a friend of the deceased, more like a friend to a friend to a friend of the deceased, wailing at the side of the door, while the direct relative of the deceased are just sobbing. In that scenario, the friend of the deceased may be overacting. Some persons get to rehearse how they're going to express their emotion, how they're going to act a scene, and they come on set not thinking of what director wants or what is entailed in the script. They just come on set and like, this is the emotion, this is what I'm going to do. They come and they over-express the emotion. Take, for example, you're playing the role of a thug or playing the role of a tout, as it were. First, you must ask yourself, what kind of a thug am I? What kind of rogue am I playing? What kind of a tout am I? Am I the tout that breaks the bottle? Am I the tout that carries knife? Am I the tout that wants to fight? Am I the tout that will tear his clothes? If you're like four touts, four of you shouldn't be the same. So if you don't understand the role you're giving, if you don't understand the character, always ask the director what he sees in the character, how he wants you to express the character, how he wants you to play the role. If you don't understand, the most important part of going on set is why you have your ideology, why you have your style, why you have the way you feel the character should be expressed. You need to talk to the director. The movie is director's movie. Some other day I'll talk about the author's theory. The author theory that says director owns the movie. So I will talk about it some other day. But today I'm talking about overacting and underacting. So a director has his interpretation of all the characters. He has how he defines the characters to be in his film. So in as much as you have what you feel the character should be, you should make sure that you marry whatever ideas you have to that of the directors, because directors' ideas supersede yours. But somehow you can bring your idea and you discover that the director loves your idea, which is maybe against his own idea, but again, he loves it and becomes, then you have no problem. But again, if you understand the character you're playing and understand the emotion that goes with the character, you will not overact. A good example, sometime in 2010, during my early stage in Nollywood in Nigeria, there was an audition, and then I was casted among 4 guys to play a role. So I wouldn't say the characters were touts as it were, but we were used to check and balance crime in the village. So we were like 4 persons casted for the youths. In one particular scene, I remember the production manager there was a line for just one character. We rehearsed it, and then the producer wanted me to play the role, but somewhere along the line, the production manager has a friend among us, and then he gave the lines to the friend. Like, okay, it wasn't a big deal because we understand that there is these favoritism sometimes in the production when you know that you have a relative and you have a friend and all that. That shouldn't be there, but we just cannot help it. It is there sometimes. So in that particular set, it was there. The PM, the production manager, gave the lines to the friend in quote, because in quote, he's like, he made him the leader of the group, It wasn't a big deal, so we went ahead. In that film, there was a guy that harassed the king, so we were told to go and waylay him, we were told to go and drag him from wherever he is to the king's palace. The first scene was we were given instructions, and the second scene was we along the road and getting to see the guy, and then we carry the guy, and then the third scene is presenting the guy to the king, with the cabinets. That was just it. So for the first scene, they gave us the instructions, and there was no line. We just said, okay, then we left. And then the second scene, we saw the guy was running, and we chased the guy. Along the line, we caught the guy. So what happened was everybody was trying to grab hold of the guy, holding the leg, holding the hand. Everybody wanted to be in the heat of the action, And then at the end of the day, I just gave them space. So when the other guys carried the guy, I was behind. So the only thing I said was, "Let's go." And there was no line really in that particular scene, just some ad-libbing, and that was just ad-libbing that I just did. I just gave that line, and then that was it. And then in the next scene, which is a sequel to that particular scene of grabbing the guy to the palace, sees us coming to the palace. The same guys that picked up the guy, that grabbed the guy, that carried him aloof in the air, were the same guys that presented the guy on their shoulders to the palace, and from there dropped them on the floor, And then right there was a line, and one of us was to deliver the line, and which was the same guy that was given the roles that was given the script by the PM to play to read the line. So he started to say the lines, and the director was like, "Hold on. You shouldn't say the line." He said, no, he is the one that has rehearsed the line. He's the one that they gave the role to. He's the one that has all the lines. And then the production manager affirmed, saying, yeah, he is the one that has the lines. And then the director was like, no, he was not the leader. In as much as he seemed to be one of the biggest, he didn't show the leader quality. So he was like, okay, I saw you guys grab this guy in the scenes before, and you guys carry the guy, and there's this young guy behind you telling you guys to move, and then you guys brought the guy to the palace, and now the same guy is behind you walking like a chief, and he presents himself and stays beside you guys, and you guys are just in front of the king. So obviously it shows that he is the one to take the line, because you can't deceive the audience. The audience have seen that he is the leader. It's like having a chief police officer with the corporals and with the low rank police going to arrest someone. The lower rank police will be the one that will arrest, grab the criminal, and that's it. And then the boss just gets to go and then lead them or follows them from behind, Then the director like, oh, this is the guy that should have the line. This is the guy that should say the line. I can only allow someone else to take it. if he cannot read the lines, if he cannot say the lines. And then PM was trying to make the director understand that no, he has never seen the script. He has never seen the line. So this is the guy that has rehearsed the line for 2-3 days now. So he should be the one to take it. The director said, no. But what I'm saying, this guy should take the line. And then they asked me, can you take the lines? I said, of course, sir. Let me see the script. And they showed me the script and I just read through it. And then that was it. And I took the line. And that was it. What happened? The other guys were overacting. Because they were overacting, they belittled themselves before someone else, which was me, trying to just be there, trying to just be me. You know? So in that scenario, those other guys were overacting, just wanting to be in the heart of the scene, trying to show that they are very good actors, trying to show all the actions. But few actions were needed, not overacting. So in that particular scenario, I became the leader in as much as I was just one of the few guys that were not supposed to say the lines. So in the long and short of what I'm trying to say is, when a script is presented to you, when you find yourself facing a camera, please don't overact. If you don't understand the demand of the character, ask the director what he demands of you. In the real world, people don't overhype their emotions, So why should you go on the set and overhype all your emotions? You need to be real. And the real people are just like the real people that you see in your real world. So take the characters in real life and present them in the movie or on the set. It makes you real. It makes you believable. Now going to underacting. So while we have actors that tend to overact, tend to overexpress their emotions, we find some other actors that don't even show their emotions enough. We find some other actors that don't even understand their characters enough. We find actors that have like what we call in the acting business plastic face, no emotions. You want them to smile and they're just smiling there. You want them to cry and they're not crying enough. And then you want them to love and then their face is just plastic, no emotions, no contour, no emotion on their faces. The same way the director or the co-actors are said to be perplexed by their lack of emotions, the audience will be too. So they watch your movies and they're like, he doesn't know how to act. They watch your movies and they don't want to see you in the next movie. They watch directors or producers watch you on set, and somewhere along the line, you are the only person that's available to play the role, and then they won't call you the next time. That is because you tend to have a plastic face, you tend to underact. Acting is a very serious business. If you feel you don't have the talent, you can do something else. But if you feel that you want to get the talent, you want to attain, you want to become a professional actor, you will learn. But first, you must believe that you have something that is not enough to become a star with. So what that means is that you must hang on to channels like my Ogbeh'sCake to learn all you need to learn to become that star actor that you want to be. Underacting and overacting will not make you a star. No director wants to see an overacting actor on his set. And most directors don't even want to see an actor that underacts. However, if you come on certain sets, like if I am directing you and you tend to overact, I could help you to cut it down so that you could be normal. But again, if you've mastered the overacting, previously you've done too many movies where you overact and nobody has actually questioned you about them, it becomes hard to cut it down. In that scenario, in that situation, I would prefer to have someone that underacts. All I need to do is to tell him or her what to do and then up the scale a little and then the person will do better. So what it means is that there's a higher chances of an actor that underacts to learn better and to perfect his or her acting style than for that actor that has perfected the overacting to bring down his acting style to the normal. However, there's nothing that training cannot do. All you need is to understand which of these categories you belong to. If you are sincere with yourself, you will know the category that you belong to. You have star actors, you have regular actors that you see in movies that you love. Why do you love them? You love them because they tend to be real with their emotions. You love them because when they act, you feel their actions. They don't overact and they don't underact. So when next you go on a set, when next you're facing a director or a producer or a camera, make sure you don't overact and make sure you don't underact. But again, if you've not acted before, now you know what it means to overact and you also know what it means to underact. While you put aside the overacting actors and then you put aside the underacting actors, you should try to bring yourself in between where you will be like the stars that you see on TV who are believable, who are professional enough, who are stars. Overacting actors and underacting actors may not climb the ladder of stardom until they realize that which they need to do to make them believable, which is not overacting or underacting. The easiest way not to overact and underact is to be real. Don't believe you are acting. Whenever you find yourself on set, don't believe that I am acting. You must wear the character. You must embody the emotions. And then it comes naturally. Take your time to watch women in the market. Take your time to watch neighbors and people on the streets. What they do is pure acting. So take those emotions, take those styles, take whatever you see from the people in real life, and then embody them when such characters are given to you. All you need is just to have the emotional memory, bring them on, and then pour them on set. You will be real. And then once you do that, that stardom that you need will be yours. Thank you for spending your time with me. If you are a beginner, I have a video for you, my previous video, Introduction to Acting. And also, you can also watch Acting is Believing. You will get to know some of the things that you need to know about acting as a beginner. And thank you once again for spending your time with me. My name remains Peter Ogbe. And please subscribe to this channel. See you next time.